Scott, 2 friendlies so far, 17 goals scored, 1 conceded, but how important are those statistics at this stage of the season?
No, it's about minutes and getting lads through it who need it. We've also got a couple of injuries and things, so it's just managing their time, their load and whatever else. So yeah, it's nice to score the goals, but obviously the opposition haven't been up to the usual standard. It's very difficult to get friendlies at this time of the season, and you know, lads are not in you know, even in sort of conference teams, and you've got Scottish teams coming back maybe in 10 days time. That's why we're playing Rangers, but we just can't seem to get the opposition because they're not in, and some different opposition are also in the Europa League and in the Champions League, and they don't come in as early as us. So yeah, it's one of them where it's just getting minutes and whatever else, but it's doing the right things and making sure that we're just ticking over.
And as well as minutes for the established players within the TNS squad, it's also an opportunity to look at fresh faces as well, and there have been certainly 1 or 2 of those in these 2 games.
Yeah, we've had a look at a few trialists and had them in. We had Keston come away with us last week. Just had a look at him, and he's obviously got very good pedigree and looks a very good footballer. So it's good to have a look at them and give them minutes and see how they, you know, mix with our players and see how they get on. And also some of the younger players as well that have stepped up from the under-19s, and to see their character when they're away and how they deal with it when they play in the side.
And that was my next question, actually. The 4 players that have signed contracts for the New Saints this season that have come through the system, 2 of them have scored.
Yeah, that's right. It's always good. You know, we know a lot about them. They've been in the academy and the 19s and what have you for a few years now. So you know, certainly Harry Bowers been here for many years now, so I've known him come all the way through and know about him, and the others have come a bit, and Lewis Dutton, so to speak, as well. So the other 2 came later on, but got ability, and it's about how much they want it now. They've been given a year. All of them have been given a year, and it's down to them to get that next year. It's even harder to get that year next season rather than getting the sort of the young professional contract. It's one where I don't think you've done everything to get this one. It's how much can you do to get the next one.
And a 4-1 victory against Anglesey was followed today by a 13-0 win against Pascal Chimbonda's Elite Academy. On Tuesday, though, it's back to familiar opponents, also familiar territory, because it's a visit to Jenner Park to take on Barrytown United.
Yeah, and again, we've got another fixture on the Friday against Cardiff Met. Yes, it's you know, opposition that we're used to and we know all about, but again, it's timing of games, and it's fortunate that we can play them next week and give us some strong opposition.
And so far in the 2 friendlies, you've played pretty much 2 separate teams in each half, but with 2 games with just 2 days between them. Will you be looking at giving players more minutes in each fixture?
Yeah, I'll be looking at maybe 65 minutes, 70 minutes, and then likewise on Friday afternoon against Cardiff Met as well. So mix the teams up, but make sure we're strong and make sure that everyone's getting the right minutes that they need for this time of the season.
Scott, as always, thank you for your time.
Thanks, Rev.